Mufussy and Galeer.
Hello everybody and welcome to Dropkick the Commute. We're back on the road, aren't we?
Back on the road again.
On the road again.
Just can't wait to get on the road again.
On the road again. Yeah, first day back at work after the COVID week.
Woo.
Well, you worked a little bit. I didn't work at all.
Yeah, it's true.
The AC is not working. We're so back. It feels good
just
to
like
be
old
back,
times.
You know? Yeah, just like old times.
The way God intended, no AC.
So I'm like post quarantine, but I'm at the point where I'm still like, so like I can be like around people now, but
Yeah.
my body is just like not ready for that.
Yeah, it's rough.
I
And you're sitting
almost
in the
went
heat,
home
so
just because I was so exhausted just from walking around the office
yeah.
that I work in. So, you know, I'm proud of myself. For making it through the day.
I'm proud of you too.
None of you fuckers could ever walk a mile in my shoes.
What did I do to deserve an empty-headed dumb fuck like Mufussy to get COVID?
Well, we don't know the facts. We could open an
We don't know the
investigation.
facts. I think we should open a third-party investigation into this to, help settle the matter.
Who does it benefit?
The people. They'll get
Do
their
people
answers.
actually-
The dirt sheets will get
All right,
answers.
look at the comments. How many people have commented? I wonder who got COVID.
Who did it?
I don't think anyone knew we had COVID until the episode went up yesterday.
That's true.
Sorry, I'm being a bitch.
Yeah. What else is new?
Okay. We just had another fantastic, great episode of GaleeR Championship Wrestling.
It's true. Go check it out on GaleeR's YouTube channel.
It's true, GaleeR at youtube.com/@GaleeR Championship Wrestling.
Hell yeah, brother.
Of course, we had real wrestling too.
We did, and we had a lot of it. So to start off, I think we should talk about how we got juked out of a full documentary. They were advertising the All In documentary like a full documentary, but in fact,
did they though?
They kind of did.
Did they not say mini doc?
I don't think it said mini doc. Maybe I misread it.
Because I only saw the trailer on Twitter. So I don't know if anywhere they like disclosed that it was a mini doc.
Maybe I'm a fool and I just read doc.
Well, no, I believe, like, I'm on the same boat. Like, I wanted it to be, like, they definitely had enough footage to promote a full doc.
Yeah.
They had to have, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was good, though. It was the shortest, like, 10 minutes of my life.
Yeah, it was short, but it was good. It's definitely just, like, trying to build hype for the for this weekend. To show like, oh, look how good it was last year. It's going to be that good this year too. You know?
Yeah. I think it'll be great.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good show.
Yeah, it's going to be a good show. It's going to be fire. So we had more build to All In, but let's start off with WWE. We had Smackdown on Friday, and we started off with Queen Nia's championship celebration ceremony, which Tiffy Time and Pretty Deadly put together. Lots of pink, lots of glamour, if you will. And Nia came out and she was like, "Oh, it's great, Tiff." She's like, "Don't you love it? It's perfect, right?" And she goes, "Well, this kind of really isn't my thing, but whatever." And Pretty Deadly's like, "Wait, I know what'll get you excited. Pretty Deadly, the musical."
The musical, yup.
I was
Finally.
Dude, Pretty Deadly, the musical hit. But then you know who fucking ruined it? Michin. Michin came out and fucking ruined everything.
Yeah.
Man. Michin is all over the place, dude. I feel like she just keeps appearing.
Yeah, I mean, though, she's been pretty consistent with this Nia story, so I'll take,
Yeah.
I'll take her getting a title match over most of the people on the roster right now.
Yeah, that's seemingly where it's heading with this whole feud and all that.
I think she deserves it. Although this also might feel like it's not going to be a pay-per-view match, and it's going to be like on the Smackdown.
Yeah. That's what they've been doing with the women's titles. It's like, oh, the Smackdown the night before, and it's like, okay, put them on the card, bro.
Yeah, why can't they just be on the pay-per-view?
Yeah. I don't know.
What's the decision there?
I don't know.
Also, Tiffany and Pretty Deadly kind of just making it like their party.
Yeah.
Not Nia's is like very reminiscent of when I would go to like we did like an elf workshop in elementary school where you basically like could bring a certain amount of money and buy gifts to give to your family members. But I was so selfish. I literally went through the line and bought like things that I liked. And then I got them, quote unquote, for my parents.
Oh my god.
And I'd bring them home and I'd be like, I got this for you at the Elf's workshop. And they'd be like, no, you fucking didn't. That's clearly for you. And
it's giving that.
I had a lesson in that, a lesson learned. But
yeah.
Tiffany is a grown woman, so.
But she likes pink, and she likes
Yeah, but Nia Jax doesn't like pink.
Yeah, but whatever.
Nia Jax's entrance is great.
Oh, it was. Yeah, she's got the throne. She came out on the throne. She looks fucking. Yeah. She looks like a queen for sure.
I'm about the crown too.
I really like the crown goes hard.
Yeah,
it does. So yeah, that whole thing happened, and yeah, Michin and Nia is looking like what we're building to. We had Carmelo Andrade 3. Exactly what we thought was gonna happen. They are milking the shit out of this, bro.
Yeah.
This time went different than the past two. Carmelo went over, and he was gloating. He's like, "Motherfucker, I won. I'm great. I'm so much better than you, Andrade." Yeah, he was getting in his face. Andrade was like, "Yeah, whatever." And he goes to walk away, and Carmelo's like, "No, don't you walk away from me." And Andrade beats the shit out of him.
Yeah.
So.
Cook his ass.
They're adding like a little bit of layers to this where like, okay, Carmelo's like in over his head and fucking, gloating and just he thinks he's all that. And Andrade's like, no, fuck you. So it's like a little bit of layers, but they're definitely going to continue to milk this. Because, again, banger match. It was good. They're fun to watch,
yeah, but they could
it
do
needs
that
depth.
with so many different people.
Yeah, agreed.
I think that they're like trying to see. This is where I'll say that AEW does this better than WWE, but catering to the internet.
Yeah,
the internet popped off for this match, which is great, but I don't think WWE necessarily knows how to like. They put on good matches, but like I didn't care about them as much as the first one, just because I knew exactly what they were doing.
I think the thing with catering to the internet is AEW does it preemptively, whereas a lot of times WWE does it reactively, right? So
yeah, exactly.
like a match happens, the internet pops off for it, and they're like, "Oh, we'll do it again," and they try and get that cheap pop, if you will. Where AEW is kind of good at predicting like what the internet wants, and it might take them a while to build to that, but they eventually do.
Yeah, I think I feel like that's a perfect way of putting it, is that preemptive versus reactive.
Yeah.
But
shortly after that, did you see the vignette for Giovanni Vinci?
Yeah, they're building that guy up.
He is, they're building him up. He is headed to Smackdown, completely separated from Imperium, and he's going to be a rich guy, like a rich fucking Italian man. So that'll be interesting.
I wonder why they broke him off from Imperium.
Well, So we did have that rumor about drama, where
Was there drama?
allegedly he was trying to put moves on Tiffany.
Oh,
And
Ludwig did not like
Ludwig
that.
did not like that. So that's allegedly, you know, who
Sorry,
knows?
that's insane.
The fucking dirt sheets.
If that happens, like,
Yeah,
shit like this happening in the locker room is insane to me.
yeah. Who knows if that's real? But you know, that rumor did come out, so who knows?
I did
But
not know about
seemingly it is that. But they wrote him off, you know, via like an injury. So
Yeah, they had Ludwig turned on him.
right, Ludwig turned on him and fucking beat the shit out of him. So you know, who knows if it's real or not? But regardless, he's headed to Smackdown, so it'll be interesting to see kind of what they do with him. I wonder if he's gonna flop in this new role or if he's gonna do well. Who knows?
He's always been attached to Imperium, so
Right, I was gonna
think
ask, have we ever seen him as a singles talent?
this is gonna be like a sink or swim kind of moment for him.
Yeah.
If he can do it, that's cool. Last time they had some kind of like, you know, like rich aristocrat from another country. It's like, I think of like Alberto Del Rio,
Right.
and that was successful for a little bit. So, you know,
Yeah.
we'll see where it goes. Sink or swim, baby. You know?
Yeah.
And
Now's his chance.
I don't know though. Tiffany's on SmackDown, man.
Yeah. So who knows how that works? Like, why would they put
Yeah.
him on the same brand as her? But also,
Hey,
again,
all
if it's real or not, who knows?
Yeah.
You know.
And hopefully we can act like adults.
Yeah. Hopefully. Kevin Owens, dude. This shit
Big baby.
was so funny. He's a big baby, but Grayson Waller was talking shit about Kevin Owens to Austin Theory, and he's talking shit, and Theory's like, no, stop. Kevin Owens walks up behind him, and he goes, yeah, you know what? I am a loser. Let's go prove it. Come on, let's go prove it. Let's go prove I'm a fucking loser. And they go to the ring and have a match, and Kevin obviously wins, but that shit was so funny to me. Like, he had a freak out, and he's like, yeah, I am a fucking idiot, so let's go prove it to everybody so that I don't have to face Cody.
Yo, the Austin Theory babyface turn is gonna go crazy.
Yeah, it's been building
I don't
up
like
for a
Austin.
while.
I don't like Austin Theory, but it's looking like that's the direction he's going in. He hasn't really ever been a babyface. I think he was like briefly in NXT.
Yeah,
But this is like,
it's gonna be like full
That's
on
some good shit.
babyface, so it'll be
yeah,
interesting.
Grayson Waller can't be a babyface. I want to punch him too much.
Yeah, me too.
Grayson
too.
Waller strikes me as like, I don't know. I feel like he's like a terrible, terrible human
Yeah,
in real life.
yeah,
But,
probably.
I mean, I don't know anything about him, you know.
Yeah,
But Austin Theory also is not a great person in real life, so who's to say? I actually don't know these people. Yeah, that'll be a good little split up, I think. Originally, this time last year, I thought they were gonna try to have Miz and Grayson Waller be a thing, because they teamed up for a brief. I think they were in like the Slim Jim Battle Royal.
oh yeah, I remember that.
And they did like a move together, and they were like, "Whoa, what was that?"
Yeah, like, whoa, that was cool. Yeah, I forgot about that.
But you know, they found another asshole to pair him up with, so
Yeah.
go off, I guess.
A town down under.
A town down under, the Intercontinental, the Bronson Reed.
Oh no. It's too much. In a surprising move, I kind of thought the Street Profits are the #1 contenders for the tag titles. They beat DIY.
Yeah, a little crazy to do DIY dirty like that. But likewise, Street Profits have also been done dirty in the last few years.
Yeah.
So, it's time for them to get on up there. They're not beating the Bloodline, sadly. Now that they've got the belts on the Bloodline, that they're not going anywhere as far as I'm reading into it.
Right, I agree, but I think regardless, like, usually when the Street Profits are in the championship matches, they put on a banger show.
Oh yeah, they look great.
So it'll be a good match, but yeah, they're not going anywhere. They're staying with the Bloodline for a while. Especially with what happened to close out SmackDown. You like that? Solo Sikoa comes out. There is a sign during his entrance that says Solo the Bozo. Did you see that?
That's good.
I loved it, dude. It with someone was holding it like right behind him as he was doing it. Fucking Solo the Bozo. So Solo the Bozo comes out and he's like, you know what, Roman? You want the Ula Fala? Come and take it, dumb bitch. Roman comes out. His entrance always cooks. You know, they do the pyro. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. I don't mind this new song. The old one hit,
I love it.
but I like it. I think the drums
like
are great, and
it's just more like impending doom.
yeah, it is. And everyone fucking
die.
freaks out as soon as those drums hit. You know, one's up, he comes out, it's fire. So he comes out, he flattens the Bloodline, takes the Ulafala, puts it on. Roman does.
The crowd's going nuts.
Roman puts it on, and it's like that scene from fucking Avengers when Thanos gets the Infinity Gauntlet. He gets like the last stone, puts it on there, and he's like, Roman puts it on, and he's like, it's like he just fucking, he powered up, and then fucking Jacob Fatu flattens Roman. Comes in there, everyone's beating the shit out of him, and Solo stands above him, has Tonga Loa give him the thing back, or Tama Tonga. I don't know. I always get them confused, man.
So Tama Tonga is the skinnier one.
When I'm remembering these moments, I just can't remember who did it.
I just think Tama and Loa.
Yeah.
And they both got Tonga in their name.
That's what I should do. Let me see here. It was Tama Tonga. It was Tama Tonga.
Yeah.
Okay, Tama Tonga.
Should Jacob Fatu be running on that move?
I don't know. Regardless, he did it.
Is it real? That's what it has me question. Because I've worn a plenty of walking boot in my time.
Yeah.
And one, they're not easy to run in, and two, if you try to run in it, it's like, well, you're not supposed to. I just don't. I don't doubt he might be injured to some degree.
It's probably very slight.
It's like a very mild injury.
Yeah. Maybe he's just wearing it for pressure or something. I don't really know. But
where do you think we're getting a Solo versus Roman at the Bash, or do you think? I mean,
not at Bash.
Two SmackDowns till. You're thinking Bad Blood. I remember.
I'm thinking Bad Blood because the way this ended was, Solo gets the Ulafala back, and then they fucking powerbomb Roman through the commentary table. So usually when they powerbomb people through the commentary table, they're off for 1 or 2 weeks. Yeah. We've seen Roman 2 weeks in a row. I think what's gonna happen is they're not gonna have a thing at Bash, but maybe
I was gonna say Crown Jewel.
Yeah, maybe after Bash. Well, what is Crown Jewel before Bad Blood?
Yeah, like Bad Blood's all the way in October, so I don't think we're gonna wait that long.
So yeah, they'll probably have a thing at Crown Jewel then. But I do think what's gonna happen is next time Roman comes back to confront them, I think he's gonna have Paul Heyman with him, and then maybe like Jimmy or something.
Yeah.
Like one of the Uso, not Jay, because Jay's doing his own thing. I think Jay will take convincing to get back with him, But I think maybe he'll come back with like Paul Heyman and Jimmy Uso or something. and then the build starts slowly, you know, towards their big thing. So
Yeah, I can see that.
who knows? But yeah, I don't think we're gonna have a thing at Bash. I think we're gonna have something a little bit after.
Yeah, I'm gonna, my prediction's Crown Jewel, because I think the Saudis are gonna go crazy for Roman versus Solo.
Yeah.
And then that's where, you know, Jimmy and or Jay or whoever fucking comes to somebody's aid. Like,
Do you think they would make The Rock fly to Saudi and do shit?
no, I don't think so. I think they'll wait even longer for The Rock.
Yeah. I don't think he's coming back for a while. I don't think we're gonna see The Rock till either Bad Blood or Survivor Series.
All I know is I know that I don't think The Rock's gonna do like war games or anything like that.
No, I don't. But I'm wondering, like, I think he'll probably come out at the end of Survivor Series or something, like CM Punk did.
Maybe.
They'll probably do that to be like, okay, now we're fucking getting this going. Yeah, on our way to WrestleMania. So, who knows?
Hang one. I'm gonna drop something off.
Okay. Yeah. So SmackDown was very good. Good little SmackDown there.
Decent app. Do we have any updates on the women's tag situation?
I don't know. I don't care anymore.
I know they had Blair. They put Blair over Naomi, which was
an interesting choice.
Certainly a choice.
Yeah. Nothing else on that. I think they came out to watch the match, but yeah, Blair won, so that was interesting. Okay. They showed a lot of NXT people in the crowd because it was in Florida. So like,
I know. I remember people on Twitter being like, "Holy shit, Ethan Page and Roxanne announced for SmackDown. This episode's gonna go so hard." And it's like,
no.
No. I think
they were just standing in the crowd. Roxanne was like, "Hey, it's me," and Ethan Page was like, "Ego," and the crowd did not react to him at all.
Yeah, they're like,
who? Who is this?
Oh.
So that shit was funny, but yeah, you know, overall good SmackDown. I enjoyed it.
Good smacky.
Let's hop over to Rampage and Collision. Rampage is Rampage.
No. I'm gonna stop you right there.
Okay.
Rampage was alright.
It was. There was one notable thing for me.
Was it Tony Storm?
It was.
And that's it?
That's it.
Oh, man.
God ahead.
Bless you.
You talk about Rampage.
I don't know, man. I thought it was a well-rounded card. I still don't agree with having like 5 matches in a 1 hour period. I think that's stupid.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have to feature as many people as we possibly can. But for what it's worth, I enjoyed the matches we saw. I thought the whole conglomeration versus the Outrunners and Butcher, which also that was a good match, but it also led me to think about how the Outrunners have kind of been like heavily like on Rampage and Collision the last like couple of months.
Yeah, they have.
And so I just kind of want to give them their flowers because I don't think they're signed to AEW, but they're feeling like one of those teams that's going to get signed.
Yeah, they are.
So
I don't know.
Those are some cool
Looking
guys.
at it, like I just pulled up the results here, and like the matches are noticeable, but like nothing stuck in my head. Like,
yeah.
You know,
there really isn't anything coming out of them except for, you know, Tony Storm gave Saraya a title match on Dynamite, which we know how that's gonna end.
Yeah.
And then
Nyla Rose won in a squash match.
Yeah, that is weird because she's getting booked kind of weird and losing some matches.
Yeah. She's losing some, but then winning others in, like, squashes. And, like, I don't know. It's weird. The trios match, yeah, with the conglomeration, like, it was fine.
Well, it just got me thinking, I wonder if the conglomeration will be in that trios match, you know?
For, the ladder match?
The ladder match. Like, I wonder if they're going to be the ones to go on. Because I'm thinking about, like, all the potential trios.
Yeah.
And they're the ones that, like, that are, like, in the front row, in my mind.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because they've been getting over so
yeah.
well. But yeah, that's what that match kind of got me thinking about. And then I also, as much as I don't care for the story behind it, I liked Kip Sabian and Nick Wayne. I thought they both looked really good in that match. But and then Top Flight and MXM was a good match too.
Yep. Yeah,
they had that segment that was going viral.
Yeah.
Where it was Layla Gray, who also is now like in Top Flight as like the flight attendant, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
Layla Gray used to run a lot with Jade Cargill. She was one of the baddies.
Okay.
As it were.
I didn't know that.
And then she was trying to distract Mansoor. Mansoor was like, "Holy fucking shit, Layla Gray's so hot."
Yeah.
And then Mason Madden's on the other end, and he's like, "Hey, Mansoor, look!" And he's like showing his ass, and Mansoor's like, "Holy fuck!" And he like doesn't know what to choose. Daddy Magic's on commentary, and he's like, "Which one would you choose, Shivani?" And he's like, I saw someone retweet it, and they were like, "Finally, buy Panic in pro wrestling."
yeah, the buy Panic in the fucking in wrestling here, and
it was good though. Also, it got me thinking about, you asked the other day why Maxine calls Otis Otis. It was because when MXM was in WWE, when they were the Maximum Male Models, Otis was like part of their thing for a minute.
And they called him Otis?
And so was Maxine. Yeah, and Maxine was originally part of that too.
Yeah, that I know. I know that.
And so they would call him Otis.
That's funny. Okay, so that makes sense.
Because I knew it originated somewhere, and it felt like natural, but I couldn't remember where. So that was good. And like MXM also seems like a team that might end up getting signed, because they're one of those teams that the internet loves.
Yeah. Well, MXM,
Flight.
I'm pretty sure is signed, aren't they?
Maybe to Ring of Honor, which I mean, it does, like what's the difference?
Yeah.
But I don't know for sure.
It's weird because I feel like we haven't seen one of those blah 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 as all elite graphics in a while.
I know. I feel like the last one was like
Mercedes,
yeah. I remember TK was going ham with the graphics back in the day.
Yeah. The last one I saw was the meme one that said the $7 Taco Bell Lux Cravings box is all elite.
It's true.
Because of the fucking promo.
That's the last one we had, dude.
Oh my god.
It's crazy. But yeah, no, I get it. Like, I get it. I think also what happens is I don't tend to watch Rampage in the first place. So,
yeah.
The fact that I watched it, I think, made me realize that, like, okay, if you watch it, you get a little bit more out of it. And not only that, there's more between the lines, you know, when you're actually watching the full program versus if you're just watching.
Sure, but then the stuff that happens on Rampage, the main points of it happen on Collision, so it's like...
Yeah.
That's why I prefer Collision, and that's why Collision is good. I don't know. It's maybe I need to change my mindset, you know?
I don't think you need to change anything. I think Rampage used to fucking rule. Until it didn't. Until they got way too many people, and, you know. So, I think they just have some... They used to do, like, maybe 1 or 2 matches an episode, which I loved.
Yeah.
No, not 1 or 2, 2
like
or 3.
Like 3, yeah.
Yeah. And that left enough room for the matches to breathe and, like, people to remember them.
Yeah.
And also left room for like segments in between.
Right.
So.
I do want to talk about Tony's thing, because it made me cackle. Saraya was out in the ring, and, you know, she was talking. She's like, I'm not at all in. I'm sad about it. Blah, blah, blah. She's like all pissed off. Tony comes out and she goes, you know what? You're going to get what you want. You've turned into the pastiest pile of shit and titties I've ever seen. And she's like, fine, I'll give you a match, and then you can take it from me and you can be on All In, because I don't even want to anymore. Like, she's kind of in the same boat as like Kevin Owens, where she's all mad at Mariah, so she's like, I don't care what happens. I don't care if I have the title. I don't care if I go to All In. Who gives a fuck? So, you know, so she's giving Saraya the match, but she's gonna win. Like, if Saraya wins, it would be the biggest twist in wrestling history.
She's just a transitional champion for Mariah. She's just ready. Here's the most based booking of this I can think of. Toni Storm drops the title to Saraya. She takes it into Wembley. Two hometown heroes fight each other. Drops it to Mariah just so Tony can fight her for it and win the title back and come full circle.
That'd be crazy.
She'd give Mariah her moment and then take the title back and everyone will forget about it.
Oh my god. Yeah, so, you know, I don't know. Rampage.
I don't know either.
Rampage sucks, still. In my opinion. And I hate it.
Okay.
Collision, though. Let's talk Collision.
He's a collider, folks.
I'm officially a collider. I'm not a rampager. I'm a collider, for sure.
You never were a rampager.
I was a rampager for the first 2 episodes, as previously discussed.
Okay.
I watched the first one, and I watched the first dance, and then I never watched Rampage again until recently. But I have watched every episode of Collision, so fuck you.
Every episode?
Most. I'll say most. I'll say most. Okay. I will. I'll say most collisions.
No, I believe you.
It's true. Okay, I believe you.
I believe you. Stop.
I want to ask you, how do you feel about the tag team of Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara?
I mean, you heard me talk about it when we were in person, I think.
Yeah.
It was, I was a little, like, apprehensive to it, because I was just like, man, this kind of random.
Yeah.
Also, he's in a tag team with the Von Erichs.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I was pleasantly surprised.
I was pleasantly surprised. I've always liked Sammy Guevara's wrestling, too.
Yeah.
He had a really good TNT championship run back in 2021 or 2022, and it was kind of the last match that Cody had, I believe, before he took the title.
Yeah.
And good run, good wrestler, fucking insane human being. Anyways, this team is like such an interesting mix of like old and new.
Yeah.
And not just for their age, but just
their
like their styles of wrestling.
Yeah.
Are so contrasting. And Dustin, you know, Dustin Rhodes looked great out there, and I don't know if we lend that to him or if we lend that to Sammy, but I think they helped each other like look really good.
Yeah, they did.
And I didn't know this match was going to happen either. I didn't even know this match happened until I watched it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But they beat Taven and Bennett for the Ring of Honor tag team title. So now, I think this is Sammy Guevara's first tag team championship under the AEW umbrella, but it's also Dustin Rhodes is a double champion now. Right,
he is officially the Ring of Honor Trios champ and the Ring of Honor tag champ as well. So,
and you know what? Good for them. This is also the first time in history, I think, that two Rhodeses and two different companies are holding championships at the same time.
Which is so cool. It's so cool.
It is. Yeah, it is very cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was very surprised by this team, and I liked how they work together.
Yeah, this match was absolute chaos too. Like the end.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
So many people came out.
Like, it was like the Black Tarus, Beast Moros, and fucking the Conglomeration, and the Gates of Agony.
Yeah.
All fighting, which
Absolute
also
pandemonium.
might lead me to believe that Conglomeration, Cage of Agony, Gates of Agony, and Beast Moros and the Kingdom or something are all going to be in that wild card match to figure out who's going to Wembley.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
The fourth team. If I had it my way, I would still say, even though now we have another triple threat tag team match, I'd say do a triple threat trios match, dude. I don't care.
Yeah. Let's talk about that too. So they did announce a London Ladders match for the trios titles. Chris Daniels announced it.
London Ladders.
London Ladders, man. So, you know, they will be defending the AEW trios titles in a trios ladders match. So the patriarchy obviously reigning. Yeah, it's gonna go crazy. 12 people in this match. You know, we're gonna see a lot of ladders. We're gonna see people fall through ladders. We're gonna see a fuck ton in
We're
this.
gonna see lots of ladders.
We're
gonna see a lot of people fall through ladders.
I want to see someone climb up the scaffolding for the part that's above the ring, jump off of it, and dangle. Slide down the rope that's holding the ladder, or holding the title, and
the rope
grab
that's holding
onto
the
it.
ladder?
Yeah. Maybe they'll hang a ladder too. Who knows?
You must reach up, climb the title to get to the top where you reach up and grab the ladder.
But yeah, it's gonna go fucking crazy. I'm really excited for it.
Oh yeah, brother. It's gonna be good.
Speaking of titles, we have the unveiling of a new TNT title.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this?
It just kind of tells me that Jack Perry's gonna retain.
Yes. Agreed. I wrote new TNT title, Darby is deaf losing.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks like a Darby title too.
It does.
I'm not gonna say it couldn't be a championship for either of them, but at the same time, Jack Perry's winning, man. And I think we already knew that because Darby won the fucking Battle Royal.
Yeah.
Or the Royal Rampage, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, so not to say we can't have double champions. We have plenty of them.
It's happened before, but I don't know. I feel like we can have double champions, but I feel like someone holding the TNT and the AEW World Championship is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Because those are those are held very high.
Yeah.
In the hierarchy of championships, in my opinion.
Right.
So to have one person hold both of them is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Darby's not winning this match.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Which is crazy too, because it's a coffin match, and I don't know what Darby's record is in coffin matches. I don't think he's lost one.
Oh, really?
I don't think so.
I think you're right.
Well, the last one was at All In. It was versus like Swerve and was it Jeff Jarrett? I don't even know.
It was Swerve. Wasn't the Patriarchy in that match?
Oh yeah, Swerve and Christian or something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
But I don't know what his record is in matches like that.
Yeah.
So for him to lose a coffin match is kind of wild. That's like his match.
Yeah, I definitely feel like that's gonna be how it goes. But honestly, I'm okay with it. Like Jack Perry with the TNT title makes sense right now. He hasn't done much with it yet, but it fits how everything is going, and he won it in that ladder match, and the ladder match was really good. So, there's a lot of stuff going on there. Jericho had a segment with Renee backstage. Jericho, it took him a while to say hi, guys, because Renee was talking. But while Renee was talking, he was dead staring at the camera with like the slightest, creepiest smile for so long. And then he
God.
goes, and then she talks, there's a pause, and then he goes, hi guys. And then he, you know, he's fucking unhinged doing his thing. And at the end of it, he goes, Renee, do you like my yellow jacket? And she goes, it's yellow. And he's just like, bye guys, thanks guys.
God.
Oh, it was so good.
So he's in a match
Yes.
on Dynamite against someone.
Yeah, I forget who.
I forget who. I don't know if it mattered. He's got a match though. Him and Big Bill both got matches.
Was it? Or was he? Was this just a promo about his match with Hook? I don't remember.
Yeah, it was just like, Hook, you're banned from the Jericho Vortex.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're right.
And that's kind of it. It's gonna be a pretty stacked Dynamite.
It is. It's gonna be a good Dynamite before All In. It's gonna be some good builds here.
Yeah, I'm excited. Still don't know why Claudio and Okada isn't at Wembley, but
I don't know.
that's beside the point.
It's a bit wacky. We also had a lot of backstage segments on this collision,
True.
but we also had a big video package regarding Danielson and Swerve again, and they were asking all these different, you know, wrestlers like, oh, who's gonna win this match? And it was pretty split. A lot of people said Swerve, a lot of people said Danielson. Nigel ended it with obviously Swerve's gonna win, and I get to watch Bryan Danielson end his career on a bad note, like all this stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, specifically Eddie Kingston had a separate segment.
They cut to Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, he was
his
in
couch.
he was in his house on his couch, you know, his bum leg, and he's like, Bryan doesn't have the fire anymore. He's disrespectful to the sport, and if you don't win, you know, what are you even doing, man? Like, why are you going in here losing matches, you know, being a clown and all this stuff? So,
And like, I loved that segment.
Yeah.
I had so badly wished that Eddie Kingston could have done that segment in person, because it would have meant so much more to have him like get all up in Bryan's face.
Yeah, like have them
just
both come out to the ring and you know, do that. It would have went hard.
Yeah.
Kind of give him that last like kick in the pants before the match.
Yeah. So, you know, it was still good though. And we also just got confirmation that Eddie Kingston is not coming back anytime soon.
Yeah. Yeah, he even said it too. He's like, don't get your hopes up. Like, I'm not coming back. And like all this stuff. So, but yeah, it was good. And then finally, Toni Storm presented her new film, My Final Gift.
Dude, you know what's crazy? This is part of what she was saying in it was it's an old story, the tale of Pagliacci the Clown.
Yeah.
And the whole story is, hey doctor, like I'm really depressed and I'm just like so sad and this and that, and the doctor's like, well, you're in luck because Pagliacci the Clown is in town, and normally how the story goes is the man starts crying and the doctor's like, well, what's wrong? And he goes, doctor, I am Pagliacci the Clown. But what did Toni say? She said like, I killed the clown, or something like that.
Yeah, it was something like that.
It was so good. And all it really did was make Mariah May kill a jobber.
Yeah.
The poor girl just fucking went to town with the shoe.
Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, she fucking obliterated that jobber. And Tony was like, yeah, you're gonna see a new Toni Storm. Like, this is a new form. This is my final form, pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, she looks great in it, dude.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's gonna go crazy. I genuinely think this is gonna be probably one of the best, if not the best match on the show.
Yeah. I'll say right here, it'll probably be a top 3.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
I hope that statement holds up.
I hope the ladders match is in the top 3. I hope this match is in the top 3. And
I know Swerve and Danielson is going to be top 3.
Yeah, I think it'll go hard regardless of the result, even though I don't want Danielson to win. Not because I don't like him, but just because I think it's the perfect send-off.
I think I'm okay with whatever happens. That's how I am.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose a winner, I think it's going to be...
I have a gun to your head. I want you to choose right now.
I actually don't know. Like, I'm thinking so hard about it.
I'm going to pull the trigger in 5 seconds. 5, 4.
Give me Swerve.
Yes, that's the correct answer. That's the correct answer. Good. You survive.
Give Danielson the right send-off and give Swerve an insane boost.
Yes.
I don't necessarily think a lot of people are going to be happy if he wins, but...
I don't care. It's the right move.
Yeah, so...
They need to just steamroll ahead with this idea. Don't pivot. Have Swerve win. Make it Brian's last match. That's it. Do it. It's gonna work out.
All right.
Oh man. Do it. Yeah. Do we have anything else?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the fucking main event of Collision, brother? Are you kidding me? He doesn't remember, folks.
No. Oh my god.
He doesn't remember.
No, I took notes on my phone for this one. That's why it's not on my sticky note. I took notes
on my phone.
It's not on my sticky note. Oh my god. Yeah, fucking AEW World Tag Team Championship #1 contender match.
This match killed.
It was good.
Murdered.
Fucking, it went crazy. Billy Gunn got involved. FTR went crazy.
So I know you told me the result of it, but in my head I must have like forgotten. Like, I knew the result, but I must have forgotten, and I was just kind of like, damn, we're already 15 minutes into this match. This is gonna go like 30 minutes. That's crazy. And then yeah, both teams were... We knew FTR had the goods, dude. But if you didn't think the Acclaimed had what it takes to be champions again, there is your proof right there, I think, was this match. And they were coming back from everything. They had an answer for everything that FTR had. They were just like fighting for their goddamn lives, so much so that we got a time limit draw at 30 minutes. The crowd was pissed. They were chanting overtime.
Yeah.
And it got to a point too where they, like, both teams were... Billy Gunn had to play Peacemaker, and eventually someone from FTR hit him, and then they all just... It broke out into a brawl. It was crazy, and all through that brawl, Tony Schiavone was just like, "Well, I got an announcement from Tony Khan."
He's like, "Okay, Tony. Okay, I got it.
Okay, all right, Tony. Yep, I got it." Also, I love Excalibur. I mean, Tony Schiavone, like, as play-by-play instead of Excalibur.
Yeah, I do too.
He is great, dude.
Yeah.
He made, like, half this match for me. So, like,
yeah.
It's probably the best Collision match I've seen all year, and that is not something I will walk back on. This was a fantastic match.
It was a good match. It ended in a draw. Both teams are going to Wembley. This is gonna be good. It's better than Young Bucks versus just FTR, and I think the Acclaimed deserve a spot in this match. They deserve to be at All In on the card.
Yeah,
I would have preferred the Acclaimed versus the Young Bucks, but
agreed. This
is still good.
I don't like the way they went about this whole thing, but this is a great example of, you know, taking something bad and making it into something good.
Right.
So,
right.
Big ups to all the teams involved, and yeah, this was a phenomenal showing, and I think the Acclaimed are going to win at Wembley.
I agree. I think the Acclaimed have been pushed very strongly the past few months. I think they, like, FTR winning again, like, we've seen it. We've seen it many times. They had their all-in moment last year. I think this is the right move. I think having the Acclaimed win is going to elevate them very strongly. So
yeah, and some people don't want it either.
I know.
When I get to a degree, but yeah, I also. It's funny. I loved the rap that Castor did backstage.
Yeah,
and I almost prefer the backstage rapping to the walking out and rapping, but I can't help but it feels so empty when they just walk out to their music.
Yeah,
and especially too because you got that, and you have Bowens being like, name of city, the Acclaimed have arrived.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I don't know.
Every time.
I wonder if this is like what they're gonna stick to, because they've been on and off like not doing that in their entrance. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was good shit.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Great epi. Great epi of Collision.
Great epi. I'm just to quickly, close things off here. I'm officially caught up on TNA. I've watched TNA the past 2 days. Caught up on.
I didn't even finish it.
3 episodes, and I gotta say.
Oh, you watched the last few episodes?
I watched the last 3 episodes. Yes.
Damn.
Of Impact, and they're cooking, dude. TNA's going hard. I kind of want to go back and watch like some of the old the fuck is it called? Not pay-per-views, but the Ultimate X matches. I want to go back and watch some of those before the next one, because we're currently having qualifying matches. And,
you got the subscriptions, dude.
I know. I should go back and watch some old TNA.
Ultimate X Slammiversary 2021, I want to say.
Yeah.
Good match.
Okay. I'll mark it down.
But the older ones usually... they're the hard-hitting
ones. I want to watch some Hexagon TNA. That's what I want to watch.
Yeah. If you get a chance to, try to watch one of TNA's King of the Mountain matches. It's like...
Is that the one that's like where they have the scaffold like above the ring and they're fighting up there?
No. That
what is that?
I don't know what that is, but King of the Mountain is like... It's like a... I don't know exactly how the match works. I never understood it because I never actually watched it, but I've just seen clips. It's like you get pinned, and then if you get pinned, you have to go into a penalty cage.
Oh, what?
Yeah, and I think it's like a ladder match where you can also get pinned, and if you get pinned, then you have to sit in the cage for a certain amount of time.
Interesting.
Or something like that. It's very wonky.
The penalty box thing kind of sounds like, what was that? NXT, was that Deadline? Is that what that was?
What they do at Deadline?
I think it was Deadline where they had that weird penalty match. There was like so many rules. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. I don't know. I'm talking out of my ass here, but that was a thing.
Yeah, same. The King of the Mountain match. Hang on, I got it right here. Match format. 5 competitors in the match start out as ineligible to win. In order to become eligible to win, a wrestler must score a pinfall or submission. The opponent who submits or is pinned is forced to spend 2 minutes in the penalty box. More than one wrestler can be in the cage. This often results in wrestlers fighting or forming an alliance in the cage. Once eligible, the wrestler may win the match by retrieving the match's prize and hanging it up on the hook suspended above the ring. So
interesting.
You have to put it up there.
It's a reverse ladder match.
An official maintains possession of the belt and circles the ring, staying out of the action as much as possible. When a wrestler wishes to hang the belt, he must retrieve it from the official.
Weird.
And then, once the belt is in play, any other wrestler who is eligible may attempt to steal the belt and hang it. Once the belt has been dropped and no wrestler is attempting to hang it, a referee returns the belt to the official.
Huh.
They call it, occasionally they call it a reverse ladder match.
That's so strange.
It's very weird, and
TNA loves to do that shit.
Yeah. TNA is...
I don't think they've done King of the Mountain in so long, though. I think they realized it was stupid.
Yeah, it sounds like a very weird concept, but I'll have to watch that. I want to watch some old TNA and get into it because I've really enjoyed my time watching it. So
I kind of want to watch last year's All In before the Sunday.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Just to kind of see where we were at a year ago, you know.
Yeah. CM Punk starting shit backstage and putting his finger up saying, "Bye, guys."
Bye-bye.
Oh, man. All right.
See you.
Well, let's wrap it up.
Let's
here.
put our fingers up and say bye.
Yeah, I'm putting the one up.
Yeah, put your ones up, folks.
Ones up, guns up, ones up, guns up. Hell yeah, brother.
We got 2 words for you.
Guns
beep
up.
beep.
Dropkick the commute, shining bright in the night. Join the conversation.